Hey guys, Neelam here. I just got off a podcast interview for another show where it's all about voice coaching, and it was really cool. It's going to be airing at the beginning or middle of February, but it inspired me to just jump on and record another episode today. So this is an impromptu episode on how to boost your engagement on Instagram as a bridal makeup artist. Hi there, you're listening to the Bridal Beauty Business Podcast. This is a show all about the bridal hair and makeup business, from frequently asked questions about contracts and clients to some serious debates on topics we seem to be divided about as industry professionals. And of course, interviews with our mentors and inspirations. I know having a business page on Instagram can be hard. It's not hard for everybody, but I know a lot of people feel like unless you're putting in a lot of time to Instagram, creating a lot of content, that you can't be successful on there. And that's really not the case. You just got to be strategic. I'm going to give you some advice. It might seem like it's a big list, but really all of these things go hand in hand. Like, we're going to talk about creating content and hashtags and doing a reel, but it's all one post. It's not like focusing on 3 different things. So the first tip that I have is you want to create good quality video. So what is a good quality video? How do you get a good quality video? I don't mean take a DSLR with you on location, but I do want you to use good lighting. I want you to put your phone on a tripod or have somebody hold it so it's not shaky. Really using your iPhone, or it's hard for me to say it, but even your Google, because I am a total iPhone, Apple fangirl over here. So I'm just going to say iPhone, using your iPhone and using a good lighting system like a ring light, a newer light, the makeup light. Literally any light is completely going to change the way that your work photographs and videographs. The worst thing, and I absolutely hate seeing, is low light photos and videos where it's grainy, you can't really see what's going on. It just doesn't look professional. It doesn't look clear. And even if the work is great, like, you can't tell. It just looks so old school. So I really want you to make sure that you're using good quality lighting and you're taking more than just photos on location. Like, take a few video clips. Take a video clip before you start working on somebody. Take a video clip after you finish working on somebody. Take a video clip when you've done their lips and you're just adding some gloss, or just fake it. You know how at the end of a service, usually the photographer comes over and tells us to fake putting on blush, fake putting on lips. Do that. Just fake it. And then that way you're not stressed out about taking time away from the look to do photo and video. Like, you're just faking it at the end really quickly. Now, the reason I'm so pressing you on taking video as well as photos are great, but if you're posting photos, I want you to post them as carousels, because if you post a single photo, someone's just going to kind of just scroll by, right? But if you're posting a carousel where it's like 5 or 6 photos of the same look mixed with some video, they're going to spend more time on your post, and that's going to boost the algorithm for you. It's going to show Instagram that, hey, people like being on your page. They like looking at this post, and it's going to push it out further. So it's really important, even for wedding photos. Like, when you get back professional images, I highly, highly, highly recommend don't do a single static post. If you're going to use it, put it in a carousel. Better yet, put before, after professional image or videos of you doing makeup on location, swipe right, and then the professional images. One up that, we're going to take it to Instagram Reels, where you have a video clip of you doing makeup, and then you can add 10 photos to that same reel, or 6 photos, however many photos that you want, to the same reel, so that it showcases your work. And it's really easy. If you don't know what reels are short little clips that you use on Instagram that you pair to some trending audio. Usually you'll see a little arrow beside the audio facing upward, and that shows you that's trending right now. It's better to use those because, again, the algorithm will push it out further. I think Instagram has phased out videos, and all videos are reels now. This is what Instagram is pushing. This is how you're going to be found, and it goes so much further than a photo will go. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to do all these crazy transitions that you see these beauty influencers and TikTokers doing. You just want to use it to showcase your work in a way that Instagram is going to support your page and push it out further. So if you want to do a quick before and after video clip, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, that's appropriate. If you want to do just an after where your bride is ready, your client is ready, and you're just going from left to right, slowly panning with your camera, putting that to a 5-second trending audio, that's going to go so much further than a photo is going to go. There's so many easy things to do. A quick setup of your kit when you're on location, like as you've unpacked your kit, you haven't started, you're waiting for your first client to jump in your chair, just quickly post that. Like take a, whoops, my headphone just blew out of my ear. Yeah, so before you start working, set up your kit. Before your client hops in your chair, just take a quick video clip of your setup, the venue, if you're working at a cool location, what it looks like outside, what it looks like inside. And then you can post that, tag the venue as a collaborator so that when they accept it, it's also going to show up on their page. So when another bride in the future goes to look at that venue to possibly book it for herself, your work is also going to show up on that venue's page. Don't overcomplicate it. I mean, you can. There are some really cool transitions you can do. There is so many more ideas you can do. But if you're just getting started, these are really easy ways to utilize Instagram Reels. Next up, we're going to talk about hashtags. So you want to use hashtags so that you can be discovered by users that are looking for content in that hashtag. So if you are a bridal makeup artist, and your goal is to get more clients, these are hashtags I do not want you to use. Like, I do not recommend it. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Don't use hashtag bridal makeup, hashtag Indian bridal makeup, hashtag bridal makeup artist, hashtag anything like that. Nothing too big, nothing too generic. Nobody's looking in there for their makeup artist. What a bride or a client is looking for when they're looking to book an artist, they're going to the local tags. They're going to hashtag Toronto makeup artist, hashtag makeup artist Toronto, hashtag Toronto bridal, hashtag Toronto bridal and hair. And I would even take it a step further and go into hashtag Toronto weddings, hashtag Toronto wedding dress, hashtag Toronto wedding decor, hashtag wedding decor Toronto, and really play with local wedding tags. This is how majority of the clients are going to find you. The clients that are going to be paying you, this is how they're going to find you. So what you also need to be doing now that we know a little bit of hashtags is I want you to be engaging with your audience. So this can be people that are already following you. I want you to go through all their profiles, comment, like, just interact with them. And by doing this, you're going to show up higher in their feed. They're going to show up higher in your feed. It's good. You're building a community. If anybody comments or messages on one of your photos, obviously you want to respond back to those comments. But then I want you to go to that person's profile and share the love, like some of their stuff, comment on some of their stuff as well. I want you to level with me for a minute. Have you even considered using an app for your trial notes, consultations, photos, and face charts? I get it. It's easily something that may have never crossed your mind. Maybe you like taking notes the good old-fashioned way, with a pen and paper. Maybe you've had the same phone for years and all your digital notes and photos are hella organized into pretty little folders. But for those of you that are like me, not living the clutter-free Pinterest life as much as you would like to be, the Total Beauty Planner can take the stress out of keeping your bridal notes and bookings beautifully organized all in one space. You deserve the best sleep of your life, not stressing last minute digging through files trying to find your bridal notes and photos from last year's trials. You should be enjoying the morning, showing up calm and confident before tapping into your artistic side. So be honest, are you ready to try something new? For a free 14-day trial, head to your app store and download the Total Beauty Planner. And if you want to build your following base, like you want more clients, you want to get more eyes on your profile, go into other accounts, other hashtags, and start commenting and liking on people's stuff. And what I mean by this is, if I'm a makeup artist, I'm a bridal makeup artist, I want more brides to potentially find my page. What I will do is I will go to a local bridal shop, like a bridal dress boutique. I will scroll over to their tagged photos and I will start looking for the most recent tags of people that have been in that shop and have taken a photo or tagged that shop in there. Why? Because if someone has recently visited that shop and tagged being there, they're probably a bride, bridesmaid, mother of the bride, somebody that knows the bride or is getting married. And I want them to see my page because they're probably going to be looking for hair and makeup soon if they haven't already. So anyone that has tagged that shop, I will go into that person's page and I will start liking and commenting. Another account would be wedding venues. So you can go to a wedding venue like Brook Street Hotel over here in Ottawa. Every now and then I'll go to the Brook Street's page. I'll go and check their location hashtag. Because when you're at a location and you're posting a photo, most of the time you're going to use the location tag to say where you are. So I will go in and I will start liking anyone that looks like my ideal client or could potentially know my ideal client. I'll go in and start liking their photos and commenting on their stuff. Because then they're going to come back to my page and be like, who is this girl? And be like, oh, she does makeup. She does good makeup. Oh, we should book her. This is easy. Kind of get my drift. Same thing with comments. Commenting for bridal makeup artists to get more clients. I don't know the best way to explain this, but I'll tell you how I do it for the podcast. And then if you have an idea as to what kind of account that you think this will work with for a local artist, send me a DM, okay? So what I will do for the bridal beauty business is I will go to other bridal accounts or other teaching accounts, other trainer accounts, other meme accounts, anywhere that I know other makeup artists are going to. And I will go through the comments and I will respond to comments under the other account's page. Like just having conversations, just building a community, having conversations. Sometimes if the person seems interesting, I'll go into their profile and I'll start liking and commenting on their stuff. I might follow some people. I'm not following to unfollow. The people I follow are people I genuinely want to see more of their stuff on their page. Sometimes a person will make a post and someone underneath will be like, haha, that's so funny. I do this too. And then I'll go underneath like, haha, I can't believe I'm not the only one. That makes me feel better or something like that. Like you're literally just having conversation and you're doing this because then people are going to see who you are as well. And if they're interested in what you have to offer, they can become a follower on your account. Another way to boost your engagement as a bridal makeup artist is collaborate with other creators. Find somebody that has a decent amount of followers or has a big family even, right? Because we're talking about real people here. We're not trying to just get a bigger account. We're trying to get more clients. Somebody that has a lot of networks, connections, goes to a lot of events or opinion matters. Bring them in for a hair and makeup appointment. Like bring them in for a makeover, take lots of photos, take lots of videos, tag them in it. Hopefully they'll post it as well. You can kind of make that as one of the arrangements for bringing them in to make sure they're open to posting it as well, because then you should be getting more referrals, hopefully, from doing something like that too. Then there is stories. I think stories is where the majority of my DMs, comments, and engagements come from. It's personal, right? Like in your stories, you're not really sharing what you're showing on your feed. You're sharing more of like behind the scenes, how you spend your day, what you're doing, tips, tricks. What else do you share in your story? Things that happened in the day, situations you've run into. Definitely don't rant about bad clients in your stories, but you can turn it around into a learning lesson and be like, hey, I think the day in the life videos are really cool to post to stories. And when you're posting it to your stories, like say you go to a coffee shop to get a coffee, tag the coffee shop, please. You want to tag the coffee shop so that the coffee shop will repost it. And again, get more eyes on your page. Because like, this is what we're trying to do, right? You get to the bridal venue, make sure you're tagging the venue. You tag the brides and the bridesmaids in your story, just little bits throughout your day. Make sure you're just tagging everyone and everything all of the time. But then also, so like that's the behind the scenes side of things, but then also ask for advice, ask for feedback. If you're struggling with something, if you have a question about something, if you don't know if a certain pillow in your living room is going to match the rest of your home decor, ask your audience and they will be happy to give you their opinion. And again, they're interacting with you. It's going to go to your DMs and you're going to show up higher on their feed. They're going to feel more connected to you. It's that know, like, trust factor, right? Like this is what we're trying to build. Another thing to do is use the ask me anything sticker. And if you don't get any questions, you kind of have to train your audience. Like don't be offended most of the people with these questions ask their own questions. So you do this once or twice and you're like, okay, I'm not really getting any questions. Ask yourself the questions that you want to answer and then do video responses in your stories to that to make it more personal. Like you can do the cop out and post like a picture with the response, but if you really want to build a community, you really want to get to know your viewers, you want your viewers to get to know you, definitely do a video response back. The other thing you can share to story is just when you're getting ready for the day, you're doing your hair, you're doing your makeup, just share little tips and tricks on how to do a wing liner, how to put on your mascara, even just a time lapse of you getting ready. People love to see it. It's something I wish I did more and I should do more of. I just don't. It's just a little look into who you are. Lastly, you want to be posting more than just makeup photos and makeup videos and just the client stuff. Like you want to share content that potential clients and potential brides will find really valuable. Things like this could be a quick video on how to prep for your wedding day, when to start a facial, when to tan, what to look for when booking a makeup artist. Ooh, you can also do a video. And when I say video, I'm talking about reels, because like something reels and content other than just hair and makeup posts. I would, and I'm actually probably going to do this one as soon as I hop off here. I would make a post or a video that shares your top 3 favorite wedding vendors. Like you're okay, you know what? We're all going to do this. Oh my God, why haven't I done this before? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a series of videos. Okay. We're going to make a series of reels. And if you don't want to do the reels, you can do this in your stories, but we're going to choose a category and every day we're going to do a different category, or every other day, or whatever you want to post twice a week. I don't care. So category number 1 is going to be wedding decor companies. So tomorrow I'm going to post, I'm going to be like, hey, if you guys are getting married soon, these are 3 of my favorite Ottawa wedding decor companies. And then I'm going to share a picture on the next slide and tag them in it and do that for the other 2 as well. Just like a quick little shout out. It can be the reel, it can be in the stories, but then they'll be likely to share it onto their page as well. So not only are you providing like valuable content to the people that are already following you, but you're also giving a shout out to your community. You're also getting more eyes on your page and you're supporting other vendors. So we're going to do that once for wedding decor companies. And then we're going to do the same thing for photographers a few days later. Hey, Ottawa, I'm just using Ottawa for an example because it's easy for me, okay? Hey, Ottawa peeps, it's your girl, Neil. I'm a bridal makeup artist. I just wanted to share my top 3 favorite local wedding photographers. I've worked with these people. They are amazing. My jaw always drops when I get photos back from them. So first we have this person. Second, we have this person. Isn't this picture gorgeous? Look at this lighting. Look at this pose. And then we cannot leave out this person, or whatever you want to say about them. Hello, so easy, so cute, networking, more eyes, and valuable content. And then you're going to do the same with caterers, wedding vendors, bridal boutiques, etc., etc., etc. There you go, guys. I just lined up your January, February content for you. All right, that's it. I'm out. I hope this was helpful. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. Send me a DM if you have any questions or have any ideas for another episode. Bye.